Oh, bakit ka pagising? Looking for a show that never ends? You kids think the cloud is where data goes to live. But some data is born from blood. Have you ever scrolled so far down your feed that the faces started looking like yours, but with lives you never lived? Tonight, I'll tell you about the midnight broadcast of Baguio City. It's a frequency that doesn't use towers. It uses your regrets as an antenna. Sit down. Don't touch the remote. Once the signal locks in, it never lets go. The fog in Baguio doesn't just roll in, it breathes. Rafi, a night shift video editor, sits in a basement studio, the air smelling of damp concrete and ozone. He is working on a mundane wedding video when his dual monitors begin to desync. The left screen shows the wedding. The right screen shows a grainy, black and white feed of a hallway that looks exactly like the one right outside his door. Rafi watches, mesmerized, as a figure enters the frame on the right screen. It's him. But this other Rafi is wearing a suit he doesn't own and is holding a trophy for an award he never won. The other Rafi walks to the camera, leans in, and whispers, "You chose the wrong door, Rafi." This side is much warmer. Suddenly, the other Rafi reaches out and presses his palm against the glass of the monitor. Inside the real studio, the temperature drops until Rafi's breath turns into ice crystals. A wet, rhythmic thud-thud-thud begins to echo from the ceiling. He looks up and sees that the acoustic foam panels are bleeding a thick, translucent fluid that smells like amniotic sac. The liquid drips onto his keyboard, and as it touches the keys, they begin to type on their own. Delete. Delete, delete. He tries to stand, but his swivel chair has grown thin, fleshy tendrils that have wrapped around his ankles, anchoring him to the floor. The left monitor now shows his childhood home, but the windows are replaced with giant, blinking human eyes. His phone chimes, a notification from a social media app. It's a memory from 10 years ago, but the photo shows him standing next to a tombstone that has his own name and today's date engraved on it. The other Rafi on the right screen begins to pull himself through the monitor. The glass doesn't break. It stretches like a membrane, a thin film of pixels and skin. "Give me the mouse, Rafi," the double says, his voice a distorted chorus of everyone Rafi has ever disappointed. "I'll edit a better ending for us." Rafi grabs a pair of heavy industrial scissors, but as he stabs at the monitor, the blades pass through the other Rafi and pierce his own reflection in a nearby mirror. Rafi feels the cold steel enter his own chest, but there is no blood, only a gush of magnetic tape and flickering LED lights. He looks at his hands. They are becoming translucent, turning into a low-resolution ghost. He looks back at the monitor. The other Rafi is now fully in the room, vibrant and color-graded to perfection. The other Rafi sits in the chair, clicks the mouse, and drags the real Rafi's soul into the trash bin on the desktop. Poor Rafi. He thought he was the editor, but he was just the footage. Tell me, dear, if you saw a better version of yourself on the screen, would you let them out? Be careful with those late-night scrolls. The next button might just be a trap door. Now go to sleep before the signal finds you too.